Hey, my friends, Pastor David here with this week's Midweek Minute. So we wrapped up this series of messages that we've called Fearless over the summer. This past weekend, we talked about the fear that is healthy for you and for me. There are a lot of different things that we have to be afraid of in our lives, and they all produce that sense of negativity in us, that sense of avoidance, that sense of trying to escape from the things that we're afraid of. But there is one particular fear that is healthy for us, and we found it in Matthew chapter 17, where the disciples are on the mountaintop with Jesus, and they are experiencing Jesus for who He really is, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords since before there was time. And they fall down before Him, they bow down before Him in reverence and respect and worship. That's one of the meanings of the word fear. It can mean to be afraid, it can mean to be alarmed, but it also means to reverence and to respect and to worship. And when fear acts like that in our lives, when fear that means respect and awe and worship positions us in front of Jesus Christ as the Lord of Lords, the story in Matthew 17 says Jesus responds to that posture. Jesus comes Himself to the disciples who are postured face down on the ground and lifts them up and helps them to see life the way He sees life. We talked about the fact that for you and for me, that posture of worship, that posture of reverent submission to Jesus Christ as He really is, allows Jesus Christ to come to where we are with Himself and lift us up from the places where we have fallen, from the places where we struggle. He lifts us up and helps us see life the way that He sees life. It's that balancing act we talked about. Being able to be deeply grateful for the Jesus Christ who walks with us and is one of us and knows us. And at the same time, knowing that the one who walks with us and knows us because He is one of us is also the one who was in existence before there was time. That's the life of fellowship with Jesus. That's the journey with Jesus. And the more we see Jesus for who He really is, the more His power is unleashed in our life. I gave you a song. It's a Chris Tomlin song. We bow down, we lay our crowns at the feet of Jesus. The greatness of mercy and love at the feet of Jesus. And we cry, holy, holy, holy is the Lamb. And my challenge to you was to use that song, to sing it perhaps. All you got to do is Google We Bow Down Chris Tomlin and you'll find that song. Use the words. Use it several times a day to keep you aware of this healthy fear. Respect, awe, worship, reverence for Jesus Christ and for who He really is. This coming weekend is a special weekend here at First Church. It is the beginning of a year-long celebration of our 200th birthday as a church. There's many things happening over the course of this year that you'll hear more about, but this particular weekend, Saturday night, 5:30, free food, opportunity to come together and have a great barbecue and great fellowship. And then the rising star in the country western music world, Isaac Cole, will be with us. Isaac is also a deep person of faith and also leads worship at the church where he worships in Nashville. And he is going to be here this weekend to help us worship on Saturday night for a concert somewhere between 6:45 and 7 when it starts. So encourage you to come for that. Then Sunday morning, a brunch. We're all going to have wonderful food together again. We're going to worship God together And then I'm going to talk with us a little bit about what this next chapter in First Church's story might look like. I hope you can be with us. If you've registered, thanks. It helps us prepare. If you know you're going to be here and haven't registered yet, just make a call to the church and tell us that you're coming. We want to make sure that we are well prepared for everybody that's going to be here. I hope you have a great, great week, my friends. I hope you'll join us this weekend for celebration. And until then, remember, keep looking up, and I'll see you later.